What's up, boys? This weekend, we're in Nashville, Tennessee for Derrick Lewis versus Tallison Teixeira. It's a heavyweight fight. I think this main event is going to be done in one. And we're going to get to that when we get to that, but I'm here to give you guys my full breakdown and analysis for all these fights. All of these fights, except for the women's fights. I am not researching fights that I am not watching. Let's be 100% honest. Fatima Klein versus Melissa Martinez is opening the card, and I am going to be skipping that fight. Going to be 1,000% honest with you. I'm going to go with Melissa Martinez. She looks better than Fatima Klein, if we're being 1,000%. Moving on, boys, to the first fight of the card. Mike Davis versus Mitch Ramirez. Now, Mike Davis is 11-3. He's ranked 35 on Tapology in the lightweight division. He's coming off of a loss to Fares Zaim. Previously to that, the last time that he lost a fight was in 2019 to Gilbert Burns. I hope Gilbert is enjoying his retirement, by the way. This dude beat up Vyacheslav Borishglov, okay? So that needs to be in the note. That needs to be in the note. This dude is absolutely tough as nails. After that, he triangle choked Nathan Levy and then went out there and lost a decision unanimous to Fares Zaim. Listen, this kid is 6 foot tall. He has a 72.5-inch reach. Now, Mitch Ramirez is 8-2. He is ranked 353 in the lightweight rankings on Tapology. This dude is also coming off of a loss. He's coming off of a loss to Thiago Moses to leg kicks in the third round. Vicious. Vicious, by the way. I don't know why Mitch Ramirez is ranked so, disgustingly low compared to Mike Davis. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm kind of leaning towards Mitch Ramirez. He survived all the way to round 2 of Carlos Prates. That proves that he's not a bum. His last fight made it all the way to round 3 with an animal, Thiago Moses. And he's won all of his fights. He only has 2 losses on his professional record, and one is to Carlos Prates, and one is to Thiago Moses. Mike Davis has more fights, but he's lost one more fight than Mitch Ramirez. Okay, he just lost to Fares Zaim. He lost to Gilbert Burns in a rear naked choke, and then he lost to Sadiq Youssef in a unanimous decision. Listen, I'm going with Mitch Ramirez. I'm going with Mitch Ramirez. Moving on to my main event. My main event. This is my main event. The third fight of the night is my main event. Kennedy Nzechukwu versus Walter Walker. If you don't know, Walter Walker is Johnny Walker's brother. Listen, I didn't know that they made people like Johnny Walker more than once. I thought Johnny Walker was like an anomaly. I thought that was one of a kind. Allegedly, he has siblings. His parents had more than one offspring, okay? Walter Walker is nasty. Listen, normally I go with the first, I tell you guys about the first person I named, which would have been Kennedy Nzechukwu, but if you haven't noticed, I'm leaning towards Walter Walker, okay? He's Johnny Walker's brother. He's coming off of heel hooking Junior Tafa and then heel hooking Dontel Mays. We are putting heel hook submission Kennedy Nzechukwu round 1. Both of his last 2 fights ended in the first round via heel hook, okay? He is showing a lot more, he can show his way to the top. More than Johnny Walker. Johnny Walker was this close to being champion, by the way. This mega close multiple times. He almost knocked out Ankalaev. I will never get off that talking point. I promise you. Now, Kennedy Nzechukwu is 14-5. Walter Walker is 13-1. By the way, I didn't know if I said that to you guys. This is going to be Walter Walker's hardest test at heavyweight so far. Kennedy Nzechukwu is an animal. He's an animal. I was gonna say a legend. Not a legend, but he's a veteran. He's a veteran. He's been in the game for a long time. He has wins over Ian Chutabella, Chris Barnett. I can't believe how could you beat the pop icon figure that Chris Barnett is? But he went out there and did that. This dude is on a 2-fight winning streak. Kennedy Nzechukwu, same as Walter Walker. This is a perfect matchup, but I'm going Walter Walker. He has plot armor. He's Johnny Walker's brother, and we haven't seen him get hilariously knocked out yet. Hopefully, I did not just foreshadow that. Hopefully not. Moving on, boys. Lauren Murphy versus Edwa Morana. Both of these ladies kind of look a little ugly from their Tapology picture, but I'm gonna go with Edwana Mora. That's what we're gonna go with. Moving on, boys. This is gonna be fight of the night. Performance of the night. Something's going to happen during this fight. Jake Matthews versus Chitty Bang Bang. No, I'm not even going to try to pronounce the last name. He's Chitty Bang Bang. He's chitty bang bang. Both of these dudes are savages. Jake Matthews is 21-7. He's ranked 27 in the welterweight division on Tapology. Chitty bang bang is 25-10. He's ranked 24 in the welterweight division on Tapology. Now, Chitty bang bang is on a 2-fight decision win spree, decision merchant. Previously to that, he lost to Michael Morales in a decision, which is a little crazy, hey. Little crazy. I thought Michael Morales was out here finishing people. I guess not. Hey, chitty bang bang. Chitty bang bang, though. It's on a 3-fight winning streak, coming off of elbowing and kneeing Alazio Zalaliski, okay, in round 2, knees and elbows, and then coming off of a decision win against Jared Gordon, and then split decision over Rise McGee. Previous to that, he got his ass beat by Michael Olazechuk. Shout out to Michael Olazechuk, and he did get knocked out by Gregory Rodriguez, ground and pound. Okay, he fought RoboCop. He was man enough to step in the ring with RoboCop, and I just like Chitty Bang Bang's nickname, and I like the aura, the little character he's built for himself. We're going with Chitty Bang Bang over Austin Matthews. I'm going America all day over Australia, brother. I'm not gonna lie. Moving on, Chris Curtis versus Max Griffin. Now listen, in my wish list for this fight card, I said that Max Griffin was the veteran. Little did I know, Chris Curtis has way more professional fights than Max Griffin does for whatever. I mean, I know Max Griffin is older than him by like 2 years, but I thought Max Griffin was just like, I thought he had way more fights than Chris Curtis for whatever reason. Obviously, we are going to be leading Chris Curtis during this time. Chris Curtis needs a career resurgence. Chris Curtis has won a single fight out of his last 5 fights. He lost to Roman Kopylov, got head kicked in the last round. Absolute banger fight. Go rewatch that. Split decision loss against Brandon Allen. I was kind of leaning towards Brandon Allen anyway. Decision split against Marc-Andre Barriou. I would give that to Chris Curtis. No contest against Nasruddin Naminov, and a loss to Kevin Gastelum. The last time we've seen Chris Curtis win, besides the Marc-Andre Barriou fight, was in 2022 against Joaquin Buckley. All right, look where Joaquin Buckley has positioned himself now in the weight class compared to Chris Curtis. Listen, Chris Curtis is going to be fighting Max Griffin. He's 2 years older than Chris Curtis. He is coming off of getting rear naked choked out in the 3rd round by Michael Chiesa. All right. Previous to that, he won a split decision against Jeremiah Wells, and then a decision unanimous against Michael Morales. Michael Morales is really a decision merchant out here, huh? My brain always told me Michael Morales is just finishing things. I just, hey, gotta stop listening to that up there, I guess. Anyways, moving on to the first fight of the main event, boys. First fight of the main card. Junior Tafa versus Tuco Tukakis. Tuco Tukakis. Listen, both of these dudes. Oh, I thought Junior Tafa was on a 2-fight losing streak. He is not. He's on a 1-fight winning streak. He did beat up Sean Sharif. I've heard of that name. Anyways, previous to that, like I said before, Valter Walker, Johnny Walker's brother, heel hooked him, tapped him out in the 1st round, and then he got knocked out by Marcos Rajito de Lima. I call that dude the thumb. He literally looks like a thumb. Previous to this, before, Junior Tafa beat up Sean Sharif in 2024. His last win was in 2023 against Parker Porter. Shout out to Parker Porter, bro. I haven't heard anything from Parker Porter in a minute. I think I'm tired. Anyways, Junior Tafa is fighting Tuco Tukaskis, who I spoiled previously, is on a 2-fight losing streak. He lost to Navajo Sterling and then lost to Omar Sy. His most recent win is against Myron Dennis, who he beat via arm injury in 2024. All right, and then Brian Jackson, which both of these were not in the UFC. This dude has had 2 fights in the UFC and lost them both. I don't think I'm going to be leaning towards Tuco Tukaskis. The pictures I've seen of Junior Tafa on Twitter recently of him in camp and stuff like that, dude looks shredded. Dude looks absolutely shredded. I think I'm going to be leaning towards Junior Tafa here. Tuco Tukaskis, again, has 2 fights in the UFC, has not won any of them. His most recent win is over Myron Dennis. All right? Like, I don't know who Myron Dennis is. This was all the way in 2024. It doesn't let me click the fucking... Oh, it was in Fury. Fury Fighting Championship. That's where they signed That's where they signed Tuco Tukaskis from. Fury Fighting Championship. I'm going with Junior Tafa. Whatever. Moving on, boys. Vitor Pereño versus Austin Liane. Now, listen. Vitor Pereño lost to Anthony Smith in 2024. First round. First round. This dude is on a 2-fight losing streak. He lost to Justin Jacoby. And also lost to Anthony Smith. He lost to Anthony Smith first and then to Justin Jacoby. Got subbed by Anthony Smith and then knocked out by Justin Jacoby. You could put a cardboard box in the octagon with Vitor Porteño, and I would be betting on the cardboard box. I'm going to be honest with you. Now, Austin Lane is coming off of a loss against Mario Pinto. He got knocked out in the second round, but went to decision with Robeles Despach. Okay, so there's some currency there. By the way, this dude also lost to Justin Tafa. He got knocked out in the first round. Okay, he got knocked out in the first round. I'm going to be going with this dude here, right? I'm going to be going with Austin Lane. I'm not going with a dude who got subbed by Anthony Smith. No disrespect to Anthony Smith, but it's just like the memeability of that on your record. Moving on, boys. Nate the Train Lardware versus Morgan Charry. Listen, we don't really bet on the French around here. I don't like the French, so we're going to be going with Nate the Train Lardware. But anyways, I'm going to give you the full breakdown. Nate the Train Lardware is 18-6, boys. He's coming off of a loss from a crucifix. He was in the crucifix and got TKO'd by Do Ho Choi. It was honestly a really savage beating that Do Ho Choi kind of just like handed out to Nate the Train Lardware. But previous to that, his most recent win is in 2024 over Jamal Emmers, who he just kind of just like beat the shit out of in round 1. I don't really know what to say to that. He also lost to Danny Gay, decision unanimous at 289. Now, Morgan Charry, the Frenchman, coming off of a decision loss against Nathaniel Wood, unanimous. He did knock out Gabriel Miranda in the second round, and he lost a split decision to Shepe Marshall. Okay? I'm not really going to go any further with that one. We're not betting on the French. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Moving on, boys. Calvin Kattar versus Steve Garcia. Listen, I'm going to be going with the underdog. I don't think Calvin Kattar is the favorite, but it looks like he is via Tapology rankings. Anyways, Calvin Kattar is 1, 2, 3, 4 on a 4-fight losing streak. Lost to Yusuf Zalal, Aljamain Sterling, Arnold Allen, and Josh Emmett. Those are not some, trash cans hanging out on the street, but you're on a 4-fight losing streak. Doesn't do very well for your confidence. Anyways, Steve Garcia, 17-5 on a 5-fight winning streak with wins over Chase Hooper, Moquel Acosta, a savage, Song Wo Choi, and Kyle Nelson. Alright, listen, I don't think I really need to say much here. Calvin Kattar is an old man. He's 37 years old. Steve Garcia is 33. 4 years younger. We're going with Steve Garcia here. Calvin Kattar, again, 4-fight losing streak. Steve Garcia's on a 5-fight winning streak. The math is telling me to go with Steve Garcia. Moving on. I'm betting on Stephen Thompson, boys. I know I'm kind of speeding through this. I'm sorry. I'm not meaning to speed through this. I'm going with Stephen Thompson over here, but Stephen Thompson versus Gabriel Botham. Now, the reason I'm so quick to jump the gun right now is because Stephen Thompson is a plus 350 fucking underdog. Are you guys serious? I understand he's on a 2-fight losing streak, but his last 2 fights that he lost were against Joaquin Buckley and Shavkat Rakhmonov. Give Wonderboy a fucking break. How old is Wonderboy? 42. Give him a fucking break. Now, Gabriel Botham is on a 2-fight winning streak. He knocked out Chaos Williams and a decision unanimous win over Anjay Lusa. But this dude lost to fucking Nicholas Darby in the second round. He got knocked out by Nicholas Darby. You cannot train for a fighter like Wonderboy. You can't. He's too unorthodox. He just does his thing. Listen, I'm going with Stephen Thompson, KO TKO. Come back and comment later, and I'm going to tell you guys I'm right. Gabriel Botham is not getting the job done against Stephen Thompson. I promise. Moving on, boys. Main event, Derrick Lewis versus Tallison Teixeira. Derrick Lewis has the most knockouts in UFC history. He has 9 first-round finishes. Tallison Teixeira has 8 first-round finishes. I understand Tallison Teixeira is like 6'7". Somebody please go rewatch the Derrick Lewis versus Alexander Volkov fight. He hit Alexander Volkov so hard that his mouthpiece came out, and Volkov didn't even realize his mouthpiece was out of his mouth. Take a second to process that. Then he goes out and knocks out Volkov clean out of his feet. Clean out of his boots. Derrick Lewis has fought multiple 6'7" men and has not ended up well for any of them. Okay? I'm going with Derrick Lewis. I'm going with Derrick Lewis, another underdog. I'm going to put my paycheck from the coal mines, boys, on Stephen Thompson. Now, I don't know about knockout. I don't know about knock. I'm probably going to do, I mean, yeah, fuck it. He's going to knock him out. He's going to knock him out. Knockout by Wonder Boy and knockout by Derrick Lewis. I will be a rich man. You will see me in the Lambo. Who wants to see me in the Lambo? Who wants to see me in the... Listen, the only reason that this kid, Tallison Teixeira, no disrespect to him, but the only reason that he's getting a main event, by the way, is because the heavyweight division has literally nobody in there. Anybody who weighs over 205 pounds, please contact the UFC. I might need to start eating a few extra bagels and might need to call Dana up. Okay, I might need to make a video saying sign me. Okay, I might have to just post a few backroom brawls or something. All right. Anyways, boys, those are my picks for UFC. Lewis versus Teixeira in Nashville. I was trying to look at. I'm blind, boys. I'm trying to look at the Tapology page and see where the fuck we are. We're in Nashville. Anyways, I'm out of here.